First, they had to take the place of those who were naturally supposed to be in place. So, what they did, they made women submissive to man. They beat her, they stomped her, they hurt her, they kicked her, they hurt her, they threatened her, they killed her children, they put her out of her natural habitat, they captured her and put her in a playing field, in a habitat, in a environment that was not, that is not, that will never be conducive for her. They put her over the children that
Dr. Americans. The other side, flip side. Check. God bless the child that got his own. We reign supreme on the gangster throne. Spiritual gangsters and all righteous girls called the locks. We taking over the world. Gangster boogie, talking to you. All righteous girls just come on through. You see the opposite of tracks is the next level. Spiritual gangsters killing all devil. So let the queens know who we be. I nation in reality. Sweet green, sweet ass, lot of money drugs and cash. You got no joke, you wanna shake that ass. Sweet green, sweet ass, lot of money drugs and cash. Sweet green, sweet ass, lot of money drugs and cash. Sweet green, sweet ass, lot of money drugs and cash. Lot of money drugs and cash, lot of money drugs and cash. You see, I broke out of jail to step into my world so I can make love to all the righteous girls. I went underground for 20 years. To understand your worries and all your fears, I took 15 slugs to the head, hiding from the feds. Check my heart, thought I was dead. The government spent billions to find out where I was at. Now I'm back. Gangsta boogie kicks spiritual raps. Gangsta rap, spiritual rap. I never trust Congress that they sex up with councilmen smoking grass. The official trick getting smacked down, pissed on and whipped. The mayor of New York called me on his cell phone, telling me to step off my spiritual throne and forget about Ethiopia being my mother home. Ethiopia. Black supremacy, what it means to me? Little Kim, number one, she's number one. The president, all the secret men, now they want to step up and just to be my friend. So they can rock up in Harlem where I began. Ready or not production. I put the FBI in the mix, and the human agents want to sit down and suck my dick. The rest just want to be hip. Fuck that. You know what I say. Sweet dreams, sweet ass, lot of money, drugs, and cash. You got no duck, you better shake that ass. Bust it fast, get that cash, girl. Get my money. Now check it. I was locked up, drugged up, handcuffed, roughed up, and your bitch ass laughed and said, ooh, tough luck. I seen spies telling lies, now was in disguise. Doctors was police to the jail. I went from jail to the lawyer to the judge. I said, fuck them all, they all had a grudge. I was locked up in the cage, went to rage, and the doctor told my mother I was mentally insane. So now I command the wind and the rain to explain my people's pain. Who's insane? I brought motion to the ocean. I fled all that hate the chosen. I'm the first on the block. I'm the first on the planet to show God's strength. But now your mind's deranged. You live in strange. You going mentally insane. Check it. I brought honor to your leaders to show you the way so you can live the I-9 system every day. I'm the extension of the God your eyes want to see, duplicated version of the Birdman reality. As I stand black and proud on the planet Earth, standing firm, spreading seeds of love for your second birth. 39 countries testify my love. I'm the spiritual gangster that we don't overcome. We dream through that. A lot of money, drugs, and cash. You got no dough, you better shake that ass. Bust it fast, get that cash, girl. Sweet dreams, sweet ass. Lot of money, drugs, and cash. You got no dough, you gotta shake that ass. Bust it fast, get that cash, girl. I'm here to rearrange your present state of mind. I'm a spiritual gangster and the whole world is mine. Intellectual strong, muscle bound, stroking long. Sweet dreams, sweet ass, lot of money, drugs, and cash. You got no doubt, you better shake that ass. Bust it fast, get that cash, girl. Can you shake with you? What you got? Shake with you? What you got? Shake what you got to get what you want. Shake what you got to get what you want. Shake what you got to get what you want. Judgment Day in the building. DJ JD, DJ JD, DJ JD. Yeah. King McMahon up in the pitch.
Unnatural evil. People wonder how the whole plot of getting people to think, to do, to act, to live on the wrong side. First, they had to take the place of those who were naturally supposed to be in place.
In play. Man, that was hard.
So what they did,
What they do?
What they do? Submissive to man.
Okay. All right. Kick
They
that shit
beat
going.
her, they stomped her, they hurt her, they kicked her, they hurt her. They threatened her. They killed her children.
Wow.
They put her out of her natural habitat. They captured her and put her in a playing field, in a habitat, in an environment that was not, that is not, that will never be conducive for her. They put her
the things you say, the
in a hostage situation. She was called a host. If you look at the word hostage, HOSTAGE, you'll find host and you'll find age, AGE. AGE is GEA, which is Gia. Gia is GEO, which is GO, and that pertains to the earth. When you say GEOLOGY, you say geology. Ology is the study of geo. Geo is the earth. She is the earth. She is the living, walking earth, on earth, in earth. So when you take that knowledge and knowing, you're never in the now. Once you off the now, you do not know. And when you do not know, that means you in error. This is why they were allowed to have so many errors pertaining to time. So the first thing they had to do, they had to go against nature. And by going against nature, they made enemies of what is natural. So they proceeded and they started taking the course of making changes in the growth of humans. This was done scientifically by experimentation, and this is where you have your knowledge of your health field. The word health, HEALTH, TH is TH, which represents the, and HEAL is the HE is the he. The he also represents HU, which is who, which is also represents HI, which is high, high in elevation, or high in altitude, or high like in the sky, overseeing. But the HU also represents RU, which is energy. So when you say HU and SPAND, or husband, or you span, that was the title given to man from the word men, which means from. He was from nature, natural, nature, naturat, meter, matter, mother. And this may seem to be a surprise for some, but those who have faith, those who held on to the rope, those who energize themselves by making prayer or prayer, will be able to recognize the frequency of the sounds called words that brings in the mode of healing. Now, like I said, the word help is thy healing, or the heal. Actually, it is HEAL. AL is the source. HUHEHIHA is actually the energy. The energy pertaining to what inside a being. A being is the body. The body is surrounded by the earth. The earth is, the energy is inside the body. The body is matter. The matter comes from the earth. The earth, geo or gie, is a living organism. So what we have, that heaven and the earth being not a location, but actually living organisms, as it says that we were given life from life as the spirit was blown into the body was earth. So heaven and earth is you. You are heaven and you are earth. Part of you are heavenly and the other part is earthly. And you have what we call will to make the decision between being orderly, respective, natural, or unnatural. Now, some people went unnatural and their temperament and their temperature started to change. So they got what they call cold. They didn't stay with the natural. They went into the unnatural, which caused a malfunction in the system that is called the system of immunity, the immune system. The immune system is a system that was placed in the body to protect the body from other microscopic, which means things you can't see, and to teach the body how to be flexible and how to ward off evil from others. So when the body the temperament, the true temperament, the temperature got below, it got cold. When it got cold, it ceased to perform naturally. Naturally, nature. Nature. Nature, nateri. These things must be listened to over and over until it breaks away the crystallization, the stagnation, the arthritis that's in your mind, your body, and your soul. So once nature was not in tune, unnatural things came about, which was the other side of nature. The immune system tried to kick in and start to fight the battle. And this fighting the battle produced what we call, or what is called in English, white blood cells. This white blood cells started to fight the invasion of the body. Just as those who are melanated were extra on Earth because Earth was not their terrain. And those who didn't have the melanation was created as Lulu Amalu and was given the ability to grow, expand, and use and have a intellect that was programmed in their DNA. When nature does something, it always has a contingency plan, a safeguard. This safeguard was or called caliphaship. It was called left behind to rule in the absence of the heavenly host, those who came and performed scientific ways of learning and giving life on earth. With that, they left a part of themselves through what they call cloning. And this cloning was a process that was written, and the process of identifying those who were responsible as overseers was giving a chemical which was called melanation today. This melanation today is also called pigmentation, and the pigmentation or melanation was a sweet smell and a absorbing chemical to absorb the higher frequencies and the energy rays of the sun. This sun or the disk was the energy that the earth needed for growth, for health, for warmth, protection. So those who were gifted was giving that this building blocks, it was the opposite of that which was present or positive. It was the opposite of positive that was called negatives or nigger. So the word nigger was a word to define those who were gifted in the absence of memory and a way to take away truth. The word was used in a derogatory and a meaningful way, and with the use of the word, pain, anger was associated with it. So those who were truly representation by the gift of melanation to absorb energy and oversee those who were created in the image of the heavenly hosts, those who were to be the overseers or the high priest, those who had knowledge of the priesthood, which would pre exist that which was written and that what was thought of by those who was evolving into their perfection as human beings. So those who say you were a nigger knew that you were not like them because of the melanation, which was your identification of who you was. So in order for them to take your place, they had to erase your memory of who you were, shame you, make you afraid, and then give you a false identity under them. So they tried to replace the heavenly host representation that was given to those who had became extraterrestrial, or extra and terrestrial is the earthly term for territory. That's why they say when you're a terrorist, you're taking your natural position of authority over the humans who was created and evolved from a one-celled amoeba into the diversity and diversification of all the organs that they have today, that was given five senses and kept on a physical level. And those who were melanated were gifted with extrasensory perception to perceive and take charge of the things that was necessary in order to achieve the ultimate of thou shall not kill. For this earth to live in harmony with the creation, those who was evolving, and those who had came here from other galaxies. It is a known fact through writings that Earth was a hunting ground for other galaxies as they would come here to partake in games of war and killing and hunting humans and humanoids. Now, this type of talk would make one feel uncomfortable because what they have seen and the programming that they have do not allow them to think. But there is a glitch in the system that makes one truthful to the time zone of this particular creation 6,000 years from the people of the ground called Adam or Adamites, who were the extension of those.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Ain't got me. Phone, where you at?